Hey guys, this is Karkan again with a new video, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to install Linux on your PC or your laptop. It doesn't matter if you have a Windows PC or older Macs, any Mac 2015 or older. I know the newer ones are hard to install Linux on, and I know it's wrong to say install Linux, but this video is meant to be for absolute beginners, so bear with me here. I like Linux. I've been using it for 2 years. It has improved a lot. It's come a long ways, and it helped me revive a couple of old machines. So I thought I would share with you how to install it. So to install Linux, you're going to need a couple of things. Obviously, first you're going to need a laptop, and you're going to need a flash drive, and a couple more things. So a flash drive has to be at least 16 gigabyte. Not less than that. And then we're gonna need what we call an image writer. The image writer that I recommend for people is Etcher. It's actually the easiest and the best one, and it works on Mac, Linux, and Windows, and the whole installation is the same. I'm running on Linux, so I don't know. I haven't never installed it on Windows. I have installed it on Mac, but to download it is you go to Google and search for Etcher, and you will see the first one right here. Click it, and it shows right here. It'll detect your system. If you click this right here, you will see Windows, Windows Portable, and Mac. It'll detect your system automatically. All you have to do is just click download and save the file. Make sure you know where it's saved. I've already done that, so I'm not going to download it again. It'll download a zip file. And another thing we need, the other thing we need is an ISO. An ISO is the image itself, or the operating system. To download an ISO, you just need to search for whatever you like. I personally chose Linux Mint, not for any reason. It's just because something came in mind, and I like how it installs easily. So whatever you like, whatever you want to install, it's up to you. Go do your research. But Linux Mint is based on Ubuntu, and it's very user-friendly and easy to install. And since this tutorial is for beginners, I didn't want to confuse anybody. So anyway, same thing with Linux Mint. You go to Google and you search for Linux Mint download, and you will get to this page right here. And you will see right here where it says download. Let me actually go to Google, do the whole step. And so you go to Google, you search for download Linux Mint, and same thing, first one right here. And you will see right here, it comes with 3 flavors. If you have a high definition screen like a 4K or a little lower than like 2K, I would go with Cinnamon because it integrates really good with 4K. Mate and XFCE, I've had issues with them with 4K, but it's up to you. So you choose whatever you like, and then you click on the name, and now you choose whatever country you live in, and you click on the link right here. So if you live in the United States, you click on any of these, and it'll ask you to download. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. So you just hit save file, and you're done. So after that, we will go to our downloaded files. You will see Linux Mint right here, ISO. Don't touch that, leave it alone. And you will see Balena Etcher. On Balena Etcher, you right click and you hit extract here, and it'll give you a folder. You open that folder. On Windows, I believe it's an exe file. You click it and it'll go through the setup. Just go with the normal next Windows. And on Mac, it's going to give you a DMG file that you have to drag and put into the applications folder. On Linux, this one is app image, so I just have to click it and it will open. Once it's opened, you will see 3 choices here: flash from file, flash from URL, or clone drive. We need to choose this one because we have a file that we need to flash. Now you insert your flash drive into your computer, and you will see right here it pops up that I have it already here, and we click flash from file, and you go to your downloads folder or wherever you downloaded your ISO, the Linux Cinnamon. You click it, hit open, or you can just double click, and then now we select target. Target is your flash drive that we just inserted. So we check this one or whatever your flash drive is called, and you click select, and then now you click flash. I've already done that. Literally all you have to do is just click flash, wait for it until it's done, and it'll tell you flash is done. It's been completed. That's all. The reason why I don't go through these steps is because I don't want to make the video too long. So anyway, we did that here. Now you leave the flash drive into your computer, insert it, and then you reboot your computer. Alright, now we're going to reboot the computer. I don't know if you see it or not, if it's blurry, but I'm just restarting the computer. So here we go. Restart. I'm going to keep my finger on the F12. You do whatever you have manufacturer. I got Dell, so I'm going to keep my finger on F12. Whenever I see Dell, I'll keep clicking on, I keep hitting F12. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. And now we're gonna see this menu. Come on, camera focus. Okay, so first one is my internal. Second one, I have no idea who that is, but the third one is USB storage device. This is the one that you want to choose. So you click enter now, and you wait for it. And this is the menu you're gonna see. Don't worry about any of these. Go to the first one, start Linux Mint, click. And wait for it to finish. Alright, now this is what you're gonna be greeted with. You have to connect to the Wi-Fi. I don't think you have to, but you just click on this right here where it says Wi-Fi sign, and then you just come to this where it says install Linux Mint and double click. Give it a second. And just go through these steps one by one. First one is choose your language. Mine is English. Continue. And then you choose your keyboard layout, and then whatever country you're from, click continue. I would definitely check this one. This is all for all the multimedia codecs, so all the files and videos play just fine. Click that, and that's where the Wi-Fi need to be connected. And now click continue. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but just be patient with it and just follow these steps and you'll be just fine. If you want to delete Windows or whatever you have, you just choose this option right here, and you click install now. This something else is for dual booting. I'm not gonna get into that right now because it's a whole other subject that I will make another video on hopefully in the future. But for now, we're gonna assume that you want to replace your whatever operating system on your machine with Linux. So you choose this one right here. Don't worry about these, that's for encryption, all that. So just choose the first one, erase disk and install Linux Mint, and hit install now. Next screen, it's going to be this one where it tells you, are you sure, whatever. We're going to create these partitions. Click continue. This one is asking you where your locale, so mine is New York. Click continue. Now you put your credentials. I put my name, and whatever you want to name yours here, it's up to you. So the first one is your actual name. You can capitalize it. Second one is your computer name. So if your computer is on the network and somebody's searching for it, that's what it's going to show. So you can call it Mint. You can call it whatever you want to do. Your name, and this is your username. That's what shows up on your lock screen, and this is your root password. So I'm gonna put my super secret password. That is not 12. You choose your own password. You can encrypt your home folder. It's up to you, just in case, you know, you travel a lot and you want your home folder with your pictures and everything, any secrets you have, you want it to be encrypted. Nobody can ever get to it. It's up to you. And this one, it tells you if you want to require a password every time you reboot or log in automatically. If you go out and take your computer, and I would actually enable that. If you just are home and nobody with you, just do this one. But hit continue. Now it's going to take about probably between 8 to 10 minutes. I'm not sure, it depends. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video and then I will come back to you after it's done. All right guys, so it's done now. Let me just fix this real quick. When it's done, it's going to ask you if you want to continue testing or you want to restart now. It's up to you if you want to continue testing, but I'm going to hit restart. And when you restart, it'll ask you to take off the USB drive and then hit enter. There you go. Now it's telling you please remove the installation medium and click enter. So pull the USB drive, click enter. You notice that I did the rest of the video in a virtual machine because I'm recording my screen and I didn't want to lose my recording, but it's exactly the same exact step, like no difference at all. So now that the system is rebooting, you're going to be greeted with a really beautiful screen where you put in your password. There you go. There's your screen. It should be bigger than mine now, but let's put our password, and there's our Linux. Like I said guys, it should be very, very fast on real hardware, but just because I have it on a virtual machine and I'm doing a screen recorder as well, that's why it's a little slow. You can see even the screen is not really that great. Let me make the screen bigger and I'll show you how it looks like. There we go. High DPI. That should fix it. There you go. That's it. So now there's your system. It looks very nice. So go through this welcome screen. It gives you a lot of steps that you actually very useful steps. It shows you so when you go here, welcome to Linux, welcome to your new operating system. You hit first steps. Just go with the by these one after one. You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna be like, where have I been? Why have I been only using Windows or Mac? I mean, Mac is okay, but Windows is just terrible. So this first one right here, you can change the dark mode, you can change the colors. Just go through the steps and have fun with it. That's it. You have Linux on your machine right now. I think you're gonna enjoy it. If you have any question, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. You guys know me, I'm always active. I always answer questions. If you appreciated this video and appreciate my hard work on this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.